Yeah.
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 Because I know, like, welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sankasa podcast.
Yeah.
I am your host, Rowena Jifa. Call me what you want.
Yeah. I'm Tanika Sam. Hi.
Hello.
And the audience goes wild.
So I think in another life we should be MCs.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Okay. But how are you, Tanika?
I am good. I am fed, so now I'm happy.
Oh, good. She was hangry before.
I was tired.
She was tired.
Yes.
And
Now there's
hangry.
some actual kilojoules in here.
Yeah.
Some energy.
I think it's swapped over. I kind of have the itis,
They
even though I
are.
had half a quiche.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes the food will, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Low iron babe problems, actually. Very much. Yo, I went through a period where every time I would eat a meal, I would have to take a nap. And I was like, this is not sustainable.
What does that mean? I take a nap right here.
You're taking a nap right? That's
I take
me.
a nap right here.
Right there. Right there. What are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today? You know, it's good that you mentioned napping because I think that's one of your intentions in life, to nap.
If I could get paid for it, I think I'd be making a lot of money.
Yeah, so we're talking about living intentionally today.
Living intentionally, aka staying by plan.
Hey. Shout out to y'all. Whatever.
What do you mean?
Oh,
like AKA staying by plan, living intentionally.
Oh, I thought you were shouting out the Stay by Plan podcast.
Oh no, but shout out to y'all. No, but staying by plan.
Okay.
You know, like
staying,
committing to what you need to do and who you want to be and all of those things, even when sometimes it is the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Girl.
Take us away. Fly this plane.
I mean, I don't know if anyone can gather yet, but I feel like I go through some things sometimes. And I'm also very inconsistent. I will say that's my thing. I can be really inconsistent when it comes to doing the things that are healthiest for me.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the things that in 2025 at least I want to improve, because those are the things that are going to help me stay by plan. Because 2025 I have big plans.
Got big plans?
I got big plans, babe.
Okay. Well, you gotta tell us, what are these things that you want to improve? What do you?
So okay, one is my consistency
or like in general.
In general, I would say consistency in like working out, eating healthily, like actually having regular square meals a day, because sometimes I'll have like 1 or 1.5. Reading or doing the things that I know make me feel good, meditation, that kind of thing. Discipline. So if like, I think they go hand in hand, right? Like if I don't feel like doing it, still being consistent and doing it. What else? Not being as chaotic. I don't actually think I'm that chaotic. You might think that because you think I'm chaotic. Why do you think I'm chaotic?
I can't air your business here.
I'm actually not chaotic.
You are.
Why do you think that?
You're not like, you're organized chaos. You're like chaotic good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still chaotic though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're an Aquarius, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a Cancer. When I see you, I'm like, girl, what the fuck is going on here? I feel like water and earth signs probably looking at you like, huh? You know?
I think I'm a chaotic calm. Like, it's an organized chaos.
Yeah, you're
like
a chaotic calm. Like, there's times where I think when I first met you, it was interesting because I thought you were calm. Like, I thought you were calm, cool. So, you know, obviously, we share a mutual friend, Becca.
Yeah.
Becca, even though she's a Sag, is very calm, like, very, like, home energy. I thought you were a home girl. You are not a home girl. This girl loves to be outside. lied.
Not too much.
Don't lie.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am
Because
lying.
I thought I went out a lot last year because I was with you. But when I would go out with you, the next day you would go out, like I'm recovering that week and you're out. But the thing is, someone's got to do it.
And
you know
also,
what I mean? We can't all be
I've
home.
actually quite retired. I've retired from the nightlife a
Okay.
little bit.
A little bit.
No, I have. I haven't been out in a minute, but I do feel like I really like social interaction.
You do.
I love social interaction, and I also sometimes I don't need to socially interact, but I love to be in the midst of people. Right.
Oh, so you're like extrovert for sure.
I think I'm ambivert.
Okay.
Because like I like to be around people, but like when I go like introverted, like I literally don't want to speak to anyone, and I could do that for weeks. And it's great. Yeah. And I think that's when I actually I have my best ideas. I'm most productive. Blah blah blah. But I do love to be around people. I love to observe people. I like to have conversation
with people.
Yeah, and I think like I just like it. Which is I think a little bit odd for an Aquarius actually.
Really?
A little bit. We don't really like people. We don't really like people.
And that, as they say, is that.
Is that. What about you?
Okay, me living intentionally. I think we kind of talked about this. Where I don't know. What are my goals? What are my... I guess let's align with like a New Year's resolution. I don't have any.
Okay.
Because I think a while back, you fail enough New Year's resolutions to then just be like, you know what? Time is a construct. I refuse. I'm just like, no. If I keep assigning goals at the start of the year, I'll feel bad if I don't meet them. So I kind of just continue through the years. I try to like the start of a year is like a nice, it's like a really, really, really poignant Monday. That's how I feel about January 1st. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the Monday of all Mondays.
The Monday I'm starting a new job.
Yeah, like the Monday I'm starting a new job. Like I got to lock in a little bit, but the goals remain the same.
Right.
I don't feel like a new person. I'm like, we're just continually improving. But this is like a checkpoint. You know what I mean? Maybe a checkpoint to assess and then see what's going on, see what's up. You know what I mean?
Do you know when my new year, I clock when my new year is? In September. I don't know.
Wait, the previous year or after the year?
No, the
year's
previous
ending?
year. The previous year. So like, I don't know if it's to do with school. Maybe it's because we go to school in September. We used to. But like, whenever I'm like, okay, so what is it that I want for the next year? Because I know it takes me some time to get into consistency. For what I want for the next year, I will like be like, okay, this is what I want for the next year in September. Let's like assess and plan and move towards it. Yeah. I think because like when it comes to January, I think it's like so much pressure, and it's also not a real month for me, like I was telling you. So yeah, I can't be like, okay, January, gym. Like no, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, same.
It's too much pressure.
I can't do it. I really can't. It's very much not possible. But I guess some of the actual like, let's say like goals or things I want for myself, etc., etc. I think my favorite word is, for the past 2 years, so in 2025, right? Yeah, from 2023, I would say balance, just constantly striving for some sort of balance in my life, whatever that may be. I let go of overthinking. And that has been really strange because now I don't think.
No, that's so real.
Like, I think, but it's very much very present moment thinking. Like, I don't know. I don't be up here too much anymore. I just do. I'm just a doer. But being a doer after being a lifelong thinker is insane because I actually have no idea who I am right now.
Really?
Like I'm just every day is surprise, surprise. I'm just like,
surprise.
oh, okay, this is who she is. And it's usually at the end of the day after I've done.
That's so interesting. I think we go through seasons of that though. Sometimes there's seasons for thinking, sometimes there's seasons for just doing. And I think to do is better than, because we can always reflect, right? The thing with overthinking is you're thinking of the best and worst scenarios sometimes before the action. And sometimes you just gotta do the do.
Freeze,
yeah. And then see what the repercussions are or like reflect on what the thing is.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but now I suck at reflecting. Like my body, it's almost like when you have that relief of not needing to think again, or like not feeling compelled to think so much. My body loves not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I really just do, but I'm like, girl, we need to reflect at some point. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but now my mind's like, no, I don't want I don't want to think.
You will. There will be a point. It might not necessarily be a crash out, but I think something will happen and you'll be like, okay, like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Oh, I was
Gotta
thinking
get this paper,
the other one, Dochi. Wake up, wake up.
Copyright.
Okay.
Ooh, big.
And that's that. I do think I feel like I'm in the same place as you.
More doing.
Yeah, I honestly, and it actually is quite funny. I think I'm quite airheaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With love, with peace and love.
With peace and love, I am airheaded, and I like intentionally am that. Like, do you get what I mean? I am intentionally airheaded.
Love that. Love that.
Like, I
that.
know
I think I'm on the road there.
Yeah.
Like, I really just want to be in a space and like I want to be like space.
Yeah, girl. Like, the thing is, I have nothing to prove to someone how smart I am. Whatever. I have nothing to prove with that. But I will be airheaded in like, I don't have to think for other people. I can only go by my actions, and I know they're pure. And I don't have like, I don't need to always be calculated in life, because like sometimes to just move freely is such a nice thing, and it's such a nice way of being, and being present is just such a peaceful way of like living. After
Truly.
like being an overthinker, which can be quite chaotic, and I almost feel like as an overthinker you create chaos for yourself.
Oh yeah, big time.
You know,
you complicate your life when
so
it's
much.
supposed to be simple, or whatever they say.
It's meant to be easy.
It's meant to be easy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the nitty gritty of what's this topic. You said, what are you moving towards? Intentional living. What is the life you're curating for yourself?
Do you want to know what? Okay, so when I was thinking of like, oh, what should we talk about today? I was thinking about, I think when you're a young adult, you kind of crash into adulthood after university. Do you get what I mean? There's no playbook. There's no playbook. You crash into it. A lot of people do a university degree and then they don't go to do what that degree says. Like, who cares? You have that trial of error with jobs, But when you choose an intentional path, what is it and what does it take? And what kind of intentionality do you have in following that intentional path and curating that life that you want for yourself? Let's say in relation to the podcast, right? If you idealized Ghana or idealized moving back to the continent, and you end up moving back and you go through like, honeymoon, right? And then you go through the distress. A lot of people are either going to cash out and be like, oh, we're going back. Or they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to stick it out. Let me find the tools. What are the tools in survival for me? What are the things that regulate me? What is the growing I need to do in order to like stay by plan and actually go with the intention of the life I want to curate for myself? Right. And we had this discussion. You don't live like that, which is so odd to me. It's so odd to me because that's how I actually live my life. You know, it's like I live.
Beauty of the 8 billion of us fucking around on this planet. You know,
it's true. We're all different. We're all different. I think I live very intentionally. I'm like, okay, so this is what I want. And then I'm like, zoom, go for it. And then I'm like, okay, so you've got to this point of what you want. Zoom, which is like just having goals, no? Yeah. That's intentional. You have goals.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. I think that's the thing. There's no sureness in my life, but I'm just I don't know. I feel like, you know, those monkeys with the symbols. That's literally what's going on.
The
in my
playing
head,
monkey,
like almost at all times, or like the cuckoo clock that comes out.
That is so untrue. That is so untrue.
It is untrue, but it's my like, it's like the core, the center. It's just like,
No, I think that is so untrue. I think you are a lot more of a meticulous person than you would claim to be.
Oh, I never said I'm disorganized.
No, meticulous in terms of like what you want for your life. Regardless, maybe you might not know the exact end goal, but I know that, like, I know from having conversations with you, you have direction and you have an intention of like what maybe purpose for your life looks like, or where like the end goal of what you would like to be, whether it's like financial, well, it's not financially, but whether like what you would like to achieve.
I don't know. I think I've let go of, like, I know what you're saying. Like, because we have to live this life. We're like, oh, we have to do stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I'm kind of just like, okay, there's things I'd like to do, but I feel like the state I'm in very much is like, let's see, like, what happens. Like, if it, like, because I don't know. I think for me, I felt when I was younger and like more of a young adult than now I am literally almost a proper adult or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the adult metrics are. But anyway, I would hold myself, like, I would very much be rigid, or like I would have these ideas of what I wanted very specifically, and then if I didn't achieve it, or if I didn't achieve it in a time frame that I thought that I should or whatever, then I'll get down on myself. And then it was very much like a constant spiral. And then I just was like, Charlie. This, like, and it's also like when you are such a dynamic person and you allow yourself to constantly change and evolve, like even the things that you wanted, the things you achieved, they don't necessarily fulfill you in the same way. So I've kind of stopped holding myself to, I don't like, to me, to enter every day, to me, is, I think that's my goal. Like, to enter every day and just to be present every day, to me, is an achievement. So I'm just happy to literally have every minute, every hour, every day.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, I live
Gratefulness. I think, yes, gratefulness with all of that. Yes, love that. I also think, I think it's where you get your thrill from, right? I feel like my evolving thing, yes, grateful to be awake every day, but I also like, I think I thrive to be like a continuous learner, right? So I'm just like, what is the next challenge? What is the next thing I'm doing? I have moments of stillness where I'm just like, you just need to be still and you need to take in everything that's that you've learned and just reflect, and that's what you need. But I think I love to like continuously learn or continuously grow or like push my boundaries. And I think even to do that, there is like some sort of intentionality in how I want to be balanced as a person in order to be able to achieve that. I mean, if I'm burnt out, then girl, I ain't learning nothing. I'm sleeping. Do you get me? I do sleep even though I'm not burnt out. But like, if I am stressed all the time, I don't have the brain capacity to allow these things to like have ideas or to do things, that kind of thing. So I think there's that kind of intentionality to it. I think intention, actually, let's talk about it. Intention, I think, can be quite subjective. It could be like goal orientated or like intentional, as in like maybe your intention is just to remain grateful. Or not.
I think now I don't think about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, then I suppose, that would be it.
Yeah.
Or I don't, just be, ete,
Just be a what?
Like ete.
Ete.
The verb to be.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's lost my French.
Être.
Être, yeah. Just to be. I think that's it. And to be is just, you just do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to quantify it. So it's not to say I don't have goals and dreams, like, because you kind of need a framework, for each day, if you get the day. But once I'm in the day, it's more like there's the broader goal. Let's say like, oh, let's say I want to write an article, I want to write a book or something like that, something random, right? Then it's just, every day we see how it goes. And it's, I don't know. Yeah. I really don't. That's the thing. I haven't reflected or thought about the doing that I've been doing.
I
I've just
think
been doing.
the conversation we had yesterday, okay, so I'm not diagnosed, but I feel like I might be a bit neurospicy, right? I think I'm a bit neurospicy. And the thing is, for me, having a routine, working out, and like there's certain things I need to do in order to be like, okay, you are functioning as a person. And sometimes those things are really, really hard for me to do. And I have to be like very intentional, like, girl, get up, go make the food, or girl, get up, go and do the meditation, or, you know, those kind of things as well.
That's true.
I
that
think
I
that,
feel.
yeah, I think that's more the intention I'm talking about. Because when it's hard to do something and you have to be intentional and purposeful about it, that's the conversation that's we're having, not when it's easy peasy and like, okay, we don't have to think about it. Because I think when we are in distress or something, doing the things that bring us back to ourselves, and it might be different things to each of us, it probably will be different things to each of us, that's the things that I think bring us together in like sharing empathy with each other. Yeah. Because I know, like, one thing I will say is community, and having friends who are able to guide me in that and help me with that has been like my biggest saving grace in coming to Ghana. Like, living here has been my biggest saving grace. Yeah.
The community, the friends.
Community, friends, and people who like understand my practice, same as like I understand their practice of like intentionality, right? So if it's like a friend that I know they're going through something and I'm like, okay, what is it that they're intentional about and keeps them balanced? Is it yoga? Okay, babe, let's go for a yoga class. Do you want to go for a walk? Like, do you get what I mean?
I think, for me, some of the things that I talk about with my friends, at least friends of mine who've been overthinkers and things like that, is, the return to the body, just like, everything is like, I don't know where I saw it, but this was a while ago, and it didn't spark this, but it kind of validated it for me, where people who are very much in their heads or grew up in their heads, constantly trying to intellectualize or rationalize everything, solve all the mysteries in their heads. Talk therapy is not great for you because
Somatic,
you just exactly
right?
so
Or
like some just
CM, the one with EMDR.
yeah, but I ain't got money for that. So it was somatic, and again, that's kind of eventually it's one thing I will say is my body tends to regulate itself pretty well. Like I know when something's not good for me very quickly. Like my nervous system is quite sensitive. And so I can't do a lot of things. Which I think has helped with raw dogging life. Cause cause it's actually easier for me to raw dog life than it is to have a vice. Because most vices affect me very like viscerally. Like I can feel my body just shutting down. And so very in tune with my body in that way. But I think I had to let go of the intellectualization of things and kind of just be, and I think that's why for me it's hard to think about intention, not because it's not something I've ever done, but because right now I get, again, the intention is just to be. And so I don't necessarily reflect on my experiences very intentionally. Like if something stands out to me in the moment, I may do a quick 1 2 1 2, but if I don't figure it out, I just okay.
Let me ask you, so let's say you're in a situation where you would normally overthink or like you would normally be in your head about it. So what is it that you do differently now?
I don't think about it. I just
like, what's the conversation you have with yourself? It's like a clock going off in your head.
I was gonna do what's that thing like just sleeping
like a horse name.
I don't know. I see. I'm probably a little too good at it because I have a bad memory. So if I'm like genuinely like, everything is laissez-faire, everything is just blase, I don't remember shit, girl. I don't remember anything. I have to like sit down and think about any of my past experiences. So I'll try and let me think really hard right now and try and find a situation where I wanted to ponder or like wanted to think about it, right?
Yeah, okay. So I can give an example. So let's say I'm in a situation where let's say I'm a recovering people pleaser, by the way. And I'm in a situation where let's say someone's asked me something. I know it's beyond my capacity. Normally, the part that wasn't regulated in me, or the part that wouldn't do the healthy thing or be intentional with doing the healthy thing, would be like, oh, like I feel bad, or like there would be conversations I would have in my head to be overthinking about, like, oh, like you can't state your boundary because think about how the other person feels, blah 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 blah. And now the conversation I will have in my head is like, be honest with that person. Right? If you're honest with that person, maybe they will be like, do you know what? I can see it's not in your capacity. Don't worry. Like, I'm not even asking anymore. Or like they at least know how you feel. Or if the person doesn't respect your boundary, they will still push. And then that's when you know you shouldn't give, because like they don't respect you anyway. Right? So it's more those situations where it's like your previous patterns, like you could see growth. You could see that, oh no, like I've been intentional about this thing, and now it's different.
Yeah, the doing.
I
think this current state's exactly what I've been saying is exactly that. Like, and then I think later probably I'll be able to speak more on it once either I'm out of it or I've gotten what I need to get from it. So it's in process. It's in progress as we speak. You know what I mean? So there isn't. I can give, let's say, like, God, trying to think of past me. Dear Lord, she's far away. Because the pandemic was also a mind fuck. So we're talking about like 2019 and below, which I don't even know who that was.
That was so long ago. Imagine that was like what, 5 years ago, the pandemic.
Yeah,
It was 5 years.
Yeah,
it was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Is it like what,
2020?
Lockdown 2020?
Yeah. Oh shit,
I know, it's crazy.
I'm scared.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I was gonna go on a tangent.
No, carry on.
What was your pandemic
Panini
like?
experience?
Yeah, your panini experience.
And Panera. Oh, I was stuck in America by myself. So fun.
On it, I won't even lie. Like, I think I two spectrums of the pandemic. People who are like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm stuck indoors. Da 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 da. And people who loved it. I loved it.
I've known a lot of people who say they love the
pandemic. Obviously the deaths, like condolences.
No.
No. I'm not saying it. No, I'm saying it. I'm not saying it insensitively. I'm saying it like, obviously, like I don't wish death on anyone. I'm sorry people were sick. Like I know people went through mental health problems.
That is right up my alley of dark humor, but that's insane, girl. Like, you said, I had a great time. That's the but.
Like I'm sorry. I'm saying that not aside, but that in mind.
It's so funny. It's really not funny.
No, it's not funny. I really enjoyed my time, actually. I really enjoyed. Oh my God, don't cancel me.
No, I feel. Oh, come off it. No, come on.
I really enjoyed my time. I thought I was Erica Badu.
Let me guess, you had it all. You had the exercise right. You had the life right. You were organized. You got your shit together. I know.
Chloe Ting. That was my girl.
Chloe Ting had the bitches in
I would hate her for 30 minutes
headlock.
And then go to the mirror and look at my abs and be like, oh, okay, love you, Chloe.
Bella Hadid?
I don't. She had nothing on me at that time, babe.
What if Bella Hadid was even more of a Bella Hadid in the pan? We're so off topic.
No, okay.
We are so off topic. So off topic.
But like, I feel like a lockdown was like when I was just like, oh yeah, you're locked in intentionally. Cause like I had like I was so disciplined because I had to
Mm,
be. Cause I thought I was I would go crazy if I
yeah.
wasn't. And also like, oh well, they can't arrest me now. But my best friend at the time was living opposite. So I had like, I was living in an apartment, and then she was living in an apartment like almost opposite. And she would sneak in every day, and we would like have these sessions. Like I was still at uni at the time doing my dissertation, and like we'd work together. Then she'd go, and I'd like make myself my little dinner.
Mm.
We'd go to the park when they let us out for our 15 minutes, you know. It's great. It's
Not
great.
they would let us out for our 15.
No, girl.
What if I can't, we
No,
can't keep
go,
going
go.
on
No,
this
no, no, no,
tangent.
no, go, go, go,
I
go.
was like,
Cook,
what
cook,
if
cook, cook.
society was like that all the time?
It would be great.
People would die.
Would you? Oh, I mean, from loneliness and stuff, yeah.
No, but they'd let us. That's so funny. I kind of wish, low key, because like then again, this no thinking thing of mine, it would really thrive in that kind of environment. Because then I would be. It's almost like boarding school. They tell you when to wake up. They tell you what to eat. They tell you when to sleep. They tell you when to go to class. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Because what do you mean I don't have to leave my house?
I can't believe they let you guys outside for 15
Girl,
minutes.
at one point it was like 1 hour you were allowed to go out a day. And also, so we lived by a Tesco, right? And you were only allowed to go outside if you were, you know, going to the supermarket.
Yeah, to buy stuff. Ooh,
Yeah.
I feel like I remember that. Yeah, I think they did that to us too.
Yeah.
At some
So I
point.
would like,
This has nothing to do with
I would buy the
intentional
bread, then go back and buy the egg.
Did you
then
guys
go
have
back.
like the grocery crisis where like there was nothing on the shelves?
For a bit, but we're not as mad as US people.
No,
Like,
say it with your chest because
yeah,
it's absolutely fucking
we were not
true.
as mad. People didn't go feral. We were like,
Insanity.
okay,
There was no fucking toilet paper.
Oh no, I think people actually, it was for less time. I would say people did go feral for like right at the start. Like,
Yeah,
right at the
it hit
start.
the U obviously because I can lambast my own government, but I don't want any spy to come and
the UK?
assassinate me. No, the US. So obviously because of Trump, we didn't shut down as soon as we should have.
Oh.
So obviously COVID, like the whispers of COVID started around like October of 2019, thereabouts, maybe a little bit earlier. And then obviously the Italians were like, guys, this is a very serious thing. Like heed our warning. And of course, America being the egotistical narcissist, love you though, that it is, didn't mind them. And then it hit America really hard. And then obviously the rest of the world was like, ooh, that looks bad. Let's not do what they did and actually shut down. So places like the UK and other places, they shut down quick, especially because obviously UK is very close to like Italy and things of that nature. So
it's so weird. In that time, I remember things so clearly. You know, on my flight from when I was coming back to Ghana, because I told you, came back from Ghana, and then like within a couple of weeks, it was lockdown, right? I remember I got on the flight and the lady sitting next to me, she was wearing a mask. She was a white lady. She was wearing a mask. And I was like, oh, are you okay? Like, why are you wearing a mask? And she was just like, this illness that's coming. And she was like, it's really serious. Like, you need to take it really seriously. And at that time, I was like, man, she's crazy. Like, you need to chill out, girl.
I'd be like, girl.
You need to chill out.
Girl.
And then I remember I was at work. And I was working for the uni at the time. So I was like in the uni. And then our manager or whatever, he came and he was like, you guys need to go home. We're locking down. And I was just like, thank God. I was like, you mean I can go home? Yeah, I think we're out of time.
You think? Yeah.
We need to lie to some people, or not lie.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce the lie detector?
Yes. So we're gonna play a game with you, our lovely audience, called the Lie Detector, which is a game where Miss Rowena and I will either tell you the truth or a lie. So both of us could be telling the truth. Both of us could be telling a lie. One of us could be telling the truth. One of us could be telling a lie. And it's your job to figure it out because you are so smart, aren't you?
No, you condescending the audience.
No, it was like a little, you're so smart, aren't you? But yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if you clock us. Tell us in the comments down below.
At
Engage with
Sankasa
us.
Podcast.
And the crowd goes wild.
Okay,
You go. No.
Oh no, because I know how to think of my story. I actually
same.
I had no forethought in this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about
living intentionally.
Okay, I can tell you. No, because I feel like all the stories I tell make me seem like a reckless, crazy, unserious person. So let me think.
Don't say that.
Let me think. Let me do. Okay. Okay. Okay, so when I was first living in Ghana, yo guys, I gotta start again. That was a lie. That was, oh my god. No, Tanika, you have to go first. Let me compose myself.
Okay,
please. Let me
I got
compose
you.
myself.
I got you.
Hmm.
Okay. So once upon a time.
Okay.
Once upon a time. This is gonna be a really short story.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if people think I'm capable of that. One summer, I walked approximately. I have to do the math. Hang on. Let's say, because it was May, June, July, August, September, so about 5 months consistently, and let's say it was an average of this. So 5 times 30. It's 150. I almost looked really stupid. I walked about 1,950,000 steps.
What in 30 days?
No, in 150 days.
Oh, that's insane.
5 times 30. I can't look at the people who are helping us. Sorry, they don't exist. 5 times that. Hey. That's 5 months times that. That's 150 days. 330, 60, 90, 45. Yeah. 150 days. Yeah, about 1 million, almost 2 million steps.
That's
so
crazy.
I was averaging about 12,000 steps a day.
How long were you walking for? A day?
No, it probably take so I would walk Lakeshore Drive. Okay. Not the whole thing. I would walk from Bryn Mawr to basically where that mall is, like the
in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I think that's
like
actually
7-8 miles ish or so.
Yeah, that's actually doable because it's like it's quite a nice walk.
Yeah, and I used to work downtown, so I would walk back from work. I wouldn't walk to it because I would leave in the morning and that's just cold and sad and dark. But I would walk back, and that was summer, so obviously I was taking advantage of the lovely summer weather. Yeah, but it was at some point my hip flexor started to say, "Hey, gyro." But yeah, so I miss walking that much. Yeah, or maybe I don't. Maybe I was a lazy sod and I sat in bed and this was a bloody lie, and I gave you math to pretend.
She's cunning. She's devious. She's diabolical. Okay. Let me. Oh, okay. I'll give you a story from Chicago too.
Hi, Tam. Shout outs to you. I miss you guys.
So I was in an internship. Me and my internship friends went on a night out to, I think we were living near UIC, so it's closer to the Blue Line, closer to the South Side.
Ooh.
Not South Side, but it's Blue Line.
Past
near UIC.
I've literally been there once, I swear to God. Yeah.
But it's lower.
Yeah. It's farther down.
So we went to this place up north, and
Where?
being Revel Room.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. So we go to the place up north and everyone's having a great time. At the time, though, I wasn't 21.
Really?
I wasn't 21.
Ooh.
And so we'd have this habit of like everyone who is 21
Mm-hmm.
goes in and then they'll
Gets a
come
little
to
drink.
me and I'll be like, no, don't get me. I like it's a club, so I have to be 21 to go in. Right. But I'd be like, oh my God. Oh, I'm so foreign. This isn't my country. But I'm obviously 21. Everyone else is 21. So why would I? Yeah. And it would like most of the time it would work, right?
Like you wouldn't have to show ID.
No, most of the time it would work. And one time I met some people and we went to another club, but my friends went home, right? And like I'd met these people and like I'd met them before another time, but like, met them again. And my friends went home and I was like, okay, I'll go out with them. And we get to a club and they wouldn't accept my excuse for the 21. So they're drunk, they've gone in and I'm just standing there like,
oh, no.
And my phone died and I'm like literally like stranded like the opposite side of Chicago with like how the heck am I gonna get home? So I had to walk to downtown like in the middle of the night to try and like to see if I can get on the train to get me home.
Walk?
Because girl, at the time also I didn't know like my surroundings.
Terrain, right.
So I was just like walking basically till I found somewhere that like I was comfortable with.
Oh shit.
Is that a lie or is that the truth?
I, for your sake, hope it's a lie. So we'll see about that.
Oh, you think I'm more streetwise than that?
Huh? No. Wait, what? No, wait, what did you say?
I said, do you think I'm more streetwise than that?
More streetwise?
Yeah.
I'm yeah, girl. I sure. Yes.
Okay.
Because you would have taken an Uber.
Okay.
She's like, you believe in me too much.
No. Well, I mean, you either believe in me enough or too much.
Okay, fair.
Who's to know?
Fair. Who's to know? We'll see if you guys know. In this session of the lie detector. Woo! Okay, let's wrap this pussy up.
Thank you guys for listening to our intentional/unintentional conversation. If you want to take anything from that, do what you must do. But we appreciate you guys having a little chit chat with us. Thank you so much to our team and amazing people at GCR. We couldn't do this without them.
Woo.
Join us in conversation at Sankasa Podcast on socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Any last words of wisdom, Miss Tanika?
I have none. Not a wise girl.
She's a wise girl, but she's a tired girl too. But thank you so much for joining us.